Welcome back to my playthrough of the LOTY2025 contest levels, and we move on to the next rank, which is levels by Guigui. So again, it's at least what they told me. It's how it's pronounced. Yeah, in like the French region and stuff like that. Because they do hail from France, and yeah, it's pretty like easy to think that it should be Guigui, but yeah, I'm pretty sure they told me that it's like Guigui. So like the first part of the word guitar, for example. So Guigui. But again, if it's not the right way to say it, then again, I apologize for butchering it. But just know that I'm not French or anything. Yeah, I am actually an Asian American. Yeah, I'm Vietnamese in particular. Yeah, or at least I inherit Vietnamese blood, from my parents. And but I was born here in America. Yeah, North America, that is. But anyway, yeah, without further ado, let's go ahead and get started here. Alrighty, so we have Giga 1, be attitude for Save 1. So this is the very first level from their Save 1 pack. And the concept there is that basically all levels, it should only be possible to save one lemming only, yeah, on those levels. Save for one level where there is a talisman for saving two. So yeah, in other words, the pack concept is quite similar to Dexter's Lock and Key pack. Yeah, there's just some crucial differences. In particular, yeah, rather than starting with one lemming, like in Lock and Key, yeah, to save one pack, um, yeah, the lows have several lemmings, but due to the design and concept, it should only be possible to I am in the wrong folder. No, I want to go to OTY. Yeah, that's what happens when I'm talking. Yeah, and I distract myself. But yeah, on the levels of the save one pack by Guigui, yeah, you have several lemmings, but it should only be possible to save one lemming only on these levels. Again, except for that one level in the final rank where the talisman requirement is to save two. But anyway, yeah, that's not the idea here. Anyway, I should be explaining the solution. So, yes, first one builds across the gap. One lemming slips on by and drowns in the quicksand. The next lemming, yeah, the next which is also the final lemming, yeah, is a climber. And the builder also becomes a climber. So, yeah. So, the concept is pretty nice here in that, yeah, you need to save one lemming. And it sounds easy, right? Well, depending on the level, some of these can be quite difficult. And I think Guigui did a really great job with the pack. Yeah, some of the final rank levels especially really test your level solving skills. And this is their first level pack as well. Yeah, they later released a second level pack, but it was one that's pretty much the levels were made by their kids. Yeah, I think they currently had two children, and then there's a third one that's on the way. Well, maybe that one was already born. Yeah, if I'm not mistaken, because I remember corresponding with them through private messages on the Lemmings forums, and I think they said that the third child was on their way to be due in April of this year, so that would have been 2 months ago. And that is pretty much the month right after I had my baby nephew born. Yeah, next to my baby sister, who gave birth to her son. Anyway, for this one, yeah, need to take care now. And then, yeah, here we're just going to have the other lemming make a round. Yeah, and then once he's high enough, we go ahead and bomb the climber. Yeah, and you'll see why that's needed. Bash on through. And then just build to cancel the basher, and that's it. So this bomber is just to make a turnaround point for the one lemming that you need to save here. So a really, really nice trick here, in my opinion. And yeah, I do believe somebody did nominate this one. It wasn't me. Yeah, I don't think I nominated any levels by nominate any levels by Guigui, I think. Yeah, and there's a unique music playing for every level of this pack, I believe. Um, or maybe some of them might have been repeated too, but no, I think it's actually all of them are unique. This happens to be one that I don't recognize. Yeah, but I do recognize like all but like maybe 4 or 5 of them. Yeah, in the Save One pack. But yeah, this is the very first level from the Save One pack, and a very nice one to begin with. But as you can see, it is absolutely no pushover. It's like pretty tricky for the first level, as a matter of fact, in my opinion. But a really good one. Yeah, like I mentioned. So well done there to Guigui. Alrighty, and then Guigui 2, Blues Walk With Me. So this is like the penultimate level of the Save One pack, if I am not mistaken. Yeah, and this is certainly one of the hardest. Yeah, this managed to stop me. Yeah, when I let's play this pack on camera, and yeah, I later did manage to figure it out. Well, no, I actually solved it with a background actually. So I did get actually took 1 or 2 more updates before I finally solved it with the intended solution. And so yes, here it is a lock release rate. I actually don't realize that because I thought we had the ability to adjust the release rate here. But anyway, yeah, it's a one of everything in the classic 8 skills. And seems pretty simple, right? Well, as you might have been able to tell, yeah, like with these holes and everything in the terrain in various places, they're essentially just a way to like background fix the low. And yeah, that explains why, yeah, a lot of those you can definitely see signs of background fixes. Yeah, due to like maybe the clutter and the occasionally like messy designs, but that was just how Guigui fixes these levels. So anyway, and yes, the music track here, it is from Diablo. So this in particular happens to be the Tristram theme. So the music that plays when you visit Tristram in the game. Now, I've only played Diablo 2. Yeah, I've not played the original Diablo. But yeah, I do recognize this one as the music from the Diablo game. Yeah, and it was definitely one of my favorite games to play when I was in middle school. Yeah, I first played it in middle school. So the first one, yeah, he bombs. Yeah, well, the other lemming turns around, and isn't really anything that we can do about it. Yeah, and we can't afford to like invest in skill in order to like delay and save it. Okay, and then we go ahead and mine here. Okay, and then bash on through. Yeah, we just got to make sure that we are able to bash across, all the way across. That is. And then I made the basher a climber. And yeah, there's a locked exit and also an unlocked exit. And as you can see, yeah, with the way this area is designed, yeah, there's absolutely no way to reach the locked exit at all. So therefore, it's kind of pointless to activate the upside down button here. By the way, yeah, this climber, he is now stuck in an infinite loop. Yeah, while the others, yeah, we're just going to do exactly as the level title says. Yeah, just going to take a blues walk. Yeah, and you will see why this detour is necessary in order to have the solution that Guigui had in mind working out. Yeah, and it's a pretty cleverly disguised solution too, in my opinion. Yeah, so that's definitely what makes this level one of the hardest one to pack, from the Save One pack. But, yeah, so here I dig. Okay, and then I block with this second to last lemming here. Alrighty. And we're gonna go ahead and build over with this non-climber. And so, yeah, as you can see, the others are making their way down here now. And this is where they will meet their end by falling to the bottomless pit. And yeah, this is a safe drop. Yeah, there's like a few pixels of leeway there. So this is not. This, on the other hand, is not a safe drop. Yeah, even with that bit of the staircase jutting out. So he needs to become a floater. And now, yeah, drop the bomb. So yes, it's a cleverly disguised nuke solution, and certainly was a very difficult one for me to see. Yeah, he drops down to the bottom layer, and that's where he needs to be in order to be able to use the exit. He could drop to the second level here, but yeah, there is terrain that's blocking the way. So pretty much anywhere, as long as you explode somewhere around here, yeah, then you should be fine. But there's another tricky aspect to this in that you need to time it correctly. So the reason why this works is because the way the nuke works is that later spawn lemmings receive the nuke timer later than the ones that spawn earlier. So that's the reason why, yeah, because all these lemmings here were the first ones that spawned, yeah, these lemmings get the nuke timing first. Yeah, although there was one that turned around at the very beginning, and just to make sure here, he traveled along here and then fell to the bottomless pit here. Yeah, but because he was removed from the game, yeah, he does not, the nuke timer does not apply to that lemming. But instead, it applies to only to the lemmings that are active on the screen. So yeah, because these are the final, or rather, this one right here was the one that bashed this long section at the top. Because he was one of the earliest lemmings, yeah, that's the reason why. That's the reason why he was pretty much the first lemming to receive the nuke timer. While this, on the other hand, was pretty much the final lemming that came from the entrance. Therefore, he gets the nuke timer last, after everyone else has gotten the nuke timer. So yeah, as you can see, it took a very long time before it got to him. And this is the second to last lemming, so therefore, he gets the nuke timer first, before this guy does. So yeah, if you understand that, then you can really put it to good use to be able to make like really, really sneaky nuke solutions. So yeah, absolutely well done to Guigui here. This is definitely a really great level in my opinion. Yeah, again, it's a really hard one, but you just have to understand the mechanics of the game and everything, including how the nuke works. Good job, you cleared the save 1 pack and rescued 15 lemmings. Or did you break the rule? Can you save one more in the next bonus level? Yeah, there's one final level after this one. Yeah, in the save 1 pack. Yeah, that one I managed to backgraph, but I don't think Guigui has like released any update to it though. So as it is, my solution is still valid for the current version of the one that's found in the pack. Alright, and I do believe this is the final level by Guigui here. So Guigui 3, so many spikes. Yes, final level. So 34 lemmings, but you only need to save 1, as usual per the pack's theme. Seems pretty easy, right? Yes, I do see the background pics here because Simon recently backgrounded this level thanks to along with some help that he received with people who were there in the chat, and yeah, he was able to go underneath the needles traps here to be able to save 1. And yeah, this is clearly not the intended way because yeah, if you try to go through this path here, yeah, you'll get all the lemmings killed. So yeah, it won't work. And technically this still would work, but because they're steel, yeah, you can't avoid the last pair of needles trap anymore. So yeah, it shouldn't be possible to take this route anymore. And this music here, yeah, do you recognize it? Yeah, it's the Ghostbusters theme. Yeah, and it's already passed several seconds ago. Oh, that's interesting. Yeah, there's a bit of like the pixelated mess that results from the lemming splatting. Yeah, I don't know if that was always there before though. So yeah, first one becomes a floater and then a climber. Yeah, and then pretty much while this worker is going around the level trying to come back to the others, yeah, the others will unfortunately just fall and splat. Yeah, I believe there are some things that you can try, but they won't work. Yeah, interestingly enough. And so here, yeah, gonna bomb the 4th to last lemming here. Yeah, and then also block with the penultimate lemming. And then this athlete will build to get to here. Alright, and then we're gonna go ahead and bash. And then this bomber hole is what will stop the basher, and then he will just go on to bounce off the blocker. In the meantime, this lemming, one of the last lemmings from the entrance, he goes on to dig through here. And yeah, all the triggers are at the bottom rather than at the top. So yeah, the whole idea is to simply get this lemming to get through on time and to make a bomber hole here. Yeah, so that the surviving and lucky lemming will be able to get to the exit. So yeah, as you can see, it needs to be pretty precise here with the bomber, but well, that's just the way the level is. Yeah, with the way Guigui made it, and that's how you save your one lemming here. So yeah, it may not seem to be too bad, but it actually turns out to be one of the hardest levels of this pack as well. Even though this is only in the I believe the second rank, yeah, of 3 in the Save 1 pack. But it's a pretty nice one though. Yeah, it's just something of a solution which seems that it doesn't seem to be the case, but it actually is. Alrighty, so with all Guigui's levels done, yeah, now we move on to my levels, and this I will cover the next time. And so yes, next time I will show out what I intended for my levels here that were nominated for LOTY2025. Although in this case they all automatically qualified. Yeah, just because they were the top 3 levels in the LDCs that they came from. So yeah, in any case, yeah, as I mentioned, I will cover them next time. So tune in next time for when I go through my own levels and show off my intended solutions. So with this, hope you enjoyed the video of my LOTY2025 walkthrough, playthrough, and see you all next time.